Once upon a time, in a lush meadow bustling with life, lived a diligent ant and a carefree grasshopper. This meadow, bathed in warm sunlight and adorned with vibrant flowers, was their home, their playground, their universe. In this world, the ant was a picture of industry and foresight. Always on the move, she spent her days tirelessly collecting food, preparing for the winter that was yet to come. On the other side of the meadow, the grasshopper led a life of leisure. He was a jovial character who loved nothing more than to play his violin, sing at the top of his lungs, and dance under the golden sun. His philosophy was simple: live in the moment and enjoy life's pleasures. While the ant worked tirelessly, the grasshopper laughed and said, "Why worry about winter? We have plenty of food right now." As the days passed, the warm summer sun gave way to the cool autumn breeze. The meadow, once a vibrant green, started to wear a golden hue as leaves began to fall. The air, crisp and fresh, carried the sweet scent of ripe apples and pumpkins. Amidst this changing scenery, our little ant, diligent as ever, continued its work. It scurried around, gathering food, storing it for the chilling times ahead. On the other hand, our grasshopper friend, in his world of music and mirth, frolicked about without a care. He hopped from leaf to leaf, his tune echoing across the meadow. But as the days grew shorter and the nights colder, he began to notice the dwindling food and the nipping cold. The ant, all prepared, looked at the grasshopper and said, "Winter is almost here, my friend. You should start preparing too." Then came the harsh winter, covering the meadow with a blanket of snow. The once vibrant meadow, full of life and color, was now a white wonderland, beautiful but brutal. The trees were bare, their leaves long gone, and the flowers had retreated into the earth to wait for the return of spring. In the heart of this icy landscape, the grasshopper found himself alone. Without food or shelter, the grasshopper shivered in the cold, his belly empty and his spirits low. He hopped from one snow-covered leaf to another, searching for something, anything to eat. But there was nothing. All the food that was once plentiful during the warmer months was now hidden beneath the frosty surface. Meanwhile, the ant was safe and snug in his home beneath the ground. He had worked hard during the summer, collecting food and preparing for the winter. His pantry was full, his home was warm, and he had everything he needed to survive the harsh winter. He was content, knowing that his hard work had paid off. The grasshopper, seeing the ant's warm and cozy home, felt a pang of regret. He realized his mistake of not preparing for the winter, of not working hard when he had the chance. His heart heavy with regret, he finally understood the wisdom of the ant's words. The grasshopper, cold and hungry, went to the ant and asked for help. The ant, seeing the grasshopper in distress, welcomed him into his warm home. In the heart of the icy winter, the ant's home was a beacon of warmth and comfort. With generosity, the ant shared his carefully gathered food with the grasshopper. The grasshopper could hardly believe his luck, his eyes wide with gratitude. He felt the warmth of the ant's home seep into his chilled bones, thawing his frostbitten spirit. As they shared a meal, the grasshopper made a solemn promise. He vowed to change his ways, to learn from the ant's diligence and foresight. The ant nodded, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. He told the grasshopper about the importance of hard work, about the satisfaction that comes from seeing the fruits of your labor. He spoke of the peace that comes from knowing you are prepared for whatever may come. The grasshopper listened, truly listened, for perhaps the first time in his life. He realized that the ant's wisdom was worth more than any song he could sing or dance he could dance. He understood that preparation and hard work were the keys to survival, the keys to a life filled with peace and satisfaction. And so the grasshopper learned a valuable lesson that day. It is best to prepare for the days of necessity. Let's all remember to be like the ant, always prepared and working hard, and also, like the grasshopper, know it's never too late to start. That's the story of the ant and the grasshopper, my dear friends. Until next time, goodbye!